Good morning, brothers and sisters. We shall have enough time to come before the Lord, to enjoy Him fully. There is an experience of spirit is very important. That is intoxication. To revel in time being with Him goes very fast, or you do not want to leave. Revel in His love make you feel sweet, the feeling of being just two of you. Just like there is nothing happen in this world but only you and the Lord. To revel is to realize that the Lord is so happy and the satisfaction in your heart. Brothers and sisters, to enter into this experience of intoxication needs time. You cannot just go briefly. Brothers and sisters, I encourage you to grab the time that you can quiet yourself. You can quickly enter into the states of intoxication. You have enough time to stay before the Lord. Even the Lord Himself admires so much that we can revel in His loving bosom. Let's look at Song of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 7. I charge you, O daughters of Jerusalem, by the gazelles or by the dust of the field, do not stir up nor awaken love until it please. You see, the Lord charged others not to stir up or awaken. Intoxication in the Lord is our real experience. We not just admire how good is the Lord, how holy or how excellent of His virtues, but we feel the sweetness and the warmth in our heart, the feeling of delight or falling in love with the Lord. You don't have to envy others of this experience. The Lord desires every one of us can have this experience. I hope you can grab the time and come before the Lord. May the Lord bless you. Brothers and sisters, the verses I'd like to share with you is in the Gospel according to Luke chapter 6, verse 35 to 36. And it said, "But love your enemies, and do good, and lend, expecting nothing in return, and your reward will be great, and you'll be sons of the Most High, for He is kind to the ungrateful and the evil. Be merciful, even as your Father is merciful." The Lord has mentioned to love your enemies and be good to them, to be kind to people and expecting nothing in return, even to those who are ungrateful and the evil. Because we are the sons of God, we shall be merciful just like our Father who is full of love. These verses were spoken by the Lord. If the Lord couldn't do it, then we might not have to follow. But He did it. The word which spoken by the Lord, mentioned in the Bible, has touched my heart again and again. The Greek soldiers has nailed Him on the cross. When the Jews shouted, "Crucify Him" under the cross, they were determined to nail Him to death. The Lord said, "Father, forgive them, for they don't know what they are doing." How precious! The Lord whom I believe was nailed on the cross. It was a failure by the looks of it. Looks like He was weak and helpless, but we knew He has manifested the strongest love and overcome sins, overcome death, overcome the devil. Brothers and sisters, we shall imitate the Lord, to love our enemies. If the Lord asks us to do so, He will surely give us strength to do it. If He can do it, surely He will help us to achieve it as well. I have read many books. It has talked about the love journey of many Christians which they have experienced, how they forgave others or bared all things from people. I like to share a true testimony which touched my heart. In 1955, there were 5 missionaries from America has gone to Amazon River Basin to preach. They were the cannibalism. They felt they have sinned whom they ate people. They decided to preach the love of Christ to those people. They tried to learn their language and learn the way they lived. They heard the local government intended to kill them all, and the missionaries felt they were indulged in sins and they have never heard of the gospel. If they were executed without knowing the gospel, would be very pitiful. So they decided to go there to preach to them before the arrival of the local army. The people who were followed the team were very anxious. One of the sons of the missionary said, "You must carry a gun on your hand, but you cannot point it to the person whom you want to preach. If they want to kill you, why can't you use the gun for defense?" His father, the missionary, said, "Of course we are ready, but they are not." What these missionaries were saying, that they were ready, for they have eternal life. The life on earth was not the most important. If they needed to choose in a life or death situation, they would give chance to those whom they haven't got the eternal life to go to heaven. The son has learned that the one and the only dialect was, "I'm your dear friend." He has taught his father to speak this sentence as well, so his father could speak in their dialect if he was in danger to express their intention of being there. These 5 missionaries came to the place to preach the loving message of Jesus. But the native heard the rumors that they were coming to do harm to them. They bought some spear as the weapon and tried to kill them. These missionaries didn't escape. When the spear pierced through their chests, they were killed one by one. The father missionary said the last sentence to them in their dialect, which his son has taught him, "I'm your dear friend." Only the love of God can help us to treat our enemies as our dear friend. Can you see only love is the power can change the world? It is not the violence or power. It's true, these 5 missionaries has martyred for God. Their spouse has made the decision. They said, "Where our husband was murdered and be eaten has manifest that they need to be loved. We as the Christians should bring love to them." These wives brought love to them, but at first they were rejected. But they brought food to the starved and served those who were sick. The love of Christ changed the life of this cannibalism, and they became the nation of love. This was the loving power of the cross. The world used it, the visible power, weapon, system to reform the world. They hope that can give pressure to their enemies. But hatred, which could destroy so much, and it only can multiply. But the love of Christ, the power of God, can turn over completely the sin at the bottom of people's heart. It is the same today. Me and the brothers and sisters besides me shall decide to preach the Lord to Hong Kong people and to the Chinese. I believe if we want to bring changes to Hong Kong, to China, or to the world, we have to carry our cross to follow the Lord, to manifest the Lord's love in our life. Brothers and sisters, are you willing to be a person of love? Do you want to be the messenger of love?